everyone, welcome to our fifth chapter of CRM. My name is Lynette Sharon. In the last chapter, we learned about addresses and contacts. Today, we will discuss more about customers and customer groups. By the end of this chapter, you will know who a customer is, the importance of managing customer records, how to create a customer, what customer groups are, and how to create customer groups in ERP Next. In the previous chapters, we have talked about how you can qualify leads into opportunities and how you can share quotations to your potential clients. A customer is a converted lead or opportunity that has now placed an order for your goods and services. A customer is also called as a client, buyer, or purchaser. It is very important to maintain clear customer records for legal, accounting, and marketing purposes. Moving on to customer groups. Grouping similar customers will help you customize your pricing, credit limit, newsletters, etc. For example, you can put in all your retail customers into one group and your wholesale buyers into another group. You can also create customer groups based on the domain or the industry in which they operate. For example, you can put in all your retail buyers into one group and your wholesale buyers into another group. You can also create customer groups based on the industry or the domain they operate in. This will help you analyze which of your products or services are doing well with which customer groups and help gain insights into trends. To view the list of customers from home, click on CRM and then on Customer under Sales Pipeline. You can also navigate directly using the Awesome bar. Click on Add Customer to create a new customer. Your customer may be an individual person who is buying your products or services for their personal use, or it could be a company buying it for their business. It is important to record such details so that you understand your customer well. You can add this detail in the Type field. Each customer needs to have a unique customer ID. Your customer's name can be their ID, or you can also set a naming series for IDs to be generated in selling settings. If this customer is being created against an existing lead or opportunity, then you can select them from the lead and opportunity fields. You will need to specify the customer's name, define their customer group, which we will learn how to create right after this, territory, and add their tax IDs and categories. You can also add the information of the sales executive who manages this customer's account. You can make the creation of sales order and delivery note mandatory before creating sales invoice via selling settings. However, for a specific customer, if you would like to bypass this, you can tick Allow sales invoice creation without sales order and allow sales invoice creation without delivery note. Let me show you a quick example of how this can be done in ERP Next. Moving on, to specify payment terms, you can select a payment terms template and add a credit limit if applicable. You can also choose to select the bypass credit limit checkbox to allow a sales order to be created for this customer even if they have exceeded their credit limit. If you want to offer a loyalty program to a customer, you can select it in the Loyalty Points section. A sales partner is a third-party affiliate who facilitates your products and services in exchange for a commission. If a sales partner has been involved in acquiring this customer, then you can add their details and mention the commission rate in the sales partner section. Similarly, you can record the contribution from your own internal sales team in the sales team section. If more than one sales executive is involved, then you may add their individual contributions and commission rates as well. Once you've added all your necessary details, you can click on Save. On top of any specific customer screen in the Overview section, you will find a heat map that shows an entire year or day-wise record. It records any transactions you do in relation with this customer. For example, creating a sales order for them. It is an indicator of how often you do business with them. The more activity that happens on any particular day, the darker the color in that square will be. Customer groups allow you to organize your customers. Typically, customers are grouped by market segments based on the domain in which your business operates. In ERP Next, customer groups are created in a hierarchical manner. You can create a main customer group and add sub-customer groups under it. Let's see how a customer group tree can possibly look. To go to the customer group tree from Home, you can click on the CRM module and find it under Settings. A few customer groups are already created, such as individual, commercial, non-profit, and government. You can add more customer groups and sub-customer groups. Once you open a customer group, you can assign a credit limit, default price list, and default payment term template for that particular group. So, if you select this group while creating a new customer, the credit limit, price list, and payment terms template will automatically be applied. In your chart of accounts, you may have added multiple receivable accounts to better track the receivables or handle multi-currency transactions. You can specify the correct receivable account in the default receivable account section. I hope this chapter has helped you to understand the importance of managing customer and customer groups. To read more on ERP Next, you can check out docs.erpnext.com. In our next chapter, we will learn about reports and analytics in CRM. Thank you.